How's it going, gamers? Blackheart in the house, and I got a wild one for you today. I believe I may have answered the question I brought up in my last video. Who is this kid that goes missing at either Fredbear's Family Diner or Freddy Fazbear's Pizza? I struggled with this last time, mostly due to wanting to use only evidence from the first 3 games, but I think I have an answer that even meets that criteria. So like this video, subscribe, and comment down below if you think I get this pretty on point. Let me know your ideas, but without further ado, let me provide you with mine. The first thing we must establish is where this minigame takes place. At first glance, most people assume it's Fredbear's Family Diner. However, we get a phone guy message in this game that says otherwise.
Hello. Welcome to your new career as a performer/entertainer for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Right now we have 2 specially designed suits that double as both animatronic and suit.
It only makes sense to show this location within the same game we get that piece of evidence from. I know it is confusing due to the characters we see on stage, but you gotta remember, this is planned to be the final game, and up until this point, we had no other evidence suggesting Golden Freddy even was Fredbear at the time. Also, we see Fredbear's Family Diner in the FNAF 2 minigame, Take Cake. This was likely proven by Scott when he said MatPat got FNAF 1 through 3 spot on. Now that we know this is the first Freddy's location, let's gather what we know about the missing kid. He is wearing green. I know that isn't hard evidence for what I'm about to suggest, which is that he is the green shirt kid we see in the drawings throughout the first 3 games. Putting these in chronological timeline order, the first drawing in the timeline shows this kid ripping Mangle's eye out, implying he survived past the events of the first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. We even see a nod to this in FNAF 3's Mangle's Quest minigame. This is backed up even more when we see another drawing of this kid in the FNAF 1 establishment. If he went missing in the first Freddy's location, then how is he still appearing now? I thought this was gonna debunk this theory completely, instantly. However, I think I came up with an answer to this, even. In FNAF 2, we see drawings of what is seemingly the unwithered animatronics, suggesting the FNAF 2 establishment was opened before as the first Freddy's, or drawings were saved from the old place. On the other hand, the FNAF 1 location could have been the first Freddy's location, meaning the same thing. The drawing of Green Shirt Kid could have been here all of those years. I know we see him bald in some cases, and with a whole head of hair in the FNAF 1 drawing, but really, he could have grown hair at any point. This doesn't necessarily answer why he survived the 1985 Freddy's debacle, as we are led to believe Mangle didn't appear until 87. And we definitely see this kid interacting with Mangle on multiple occasions. Why is this? I could use FNAF 4 to answer this, but I'm not going to. I'm staying true to my word of using only the first 3 games to solve this whole case. Mangle could have existed prior to 1987, as we see a completed, non-destroyed Funtime Foxy in this FNAF 2 teaser. While this could mean nothing at all, I find it hard to believe Scott made a whole intact Mangle character for no reason. The Green Shirt Kid is probably who destroyed Mangle in the first place, literally, the first place, the first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. While it is true that we don't see the Core 4 plus Mangle in the Stage 01 minigame, that isn't to say they weren't in the location. After all, the minigame is literally named Stage 01. There can be multiple stages in one location. So now we determined it's still possible this kid died, even with all of the drawings trying to throw us off track. But what does it all mean? It is to my belief that the tree we see in BB's Air Adventure acts as a wall between life and death. There are 3 shadow kids in total, 2 on the left side, and that lonely kid on the right side, representing the one who died. Just like there were 3 kids in total at Freddy's when the one kid got separated. I found even more references to this. In Mangle's Quest, we can see 3 clouds just like in Stage 01, and one of the clouds is separated from the others. On the very next screen in Mangle's quest, we can see 3 windows. Yet again, one of the windows is obviously separated. This is symbolic to the green shirt kid being separated from his friends by the tree, the wall between life and death. Does this kid ever come back? If we continue using evidence from only the original trilogy, then yes. The green shirt kid later becomes Shadow Freddy. I am suggesting that the shadow animatronics are not merely Springlock victims, at least not the way we assumed. The kid could have been spring-locked in Golden Freddy, thus creating the entity of Shadow Freddy. His body was probably cleaned out of the Golden Freddy costume, allowing room for the 5th MCI victim to become Golden Freddy later. The reason we then see Shadow Freddy as early as FNAF 2 is because the kid is just recently passed and is also still somewhat tied to not only the Golden Freddy suit, but also to Mangle. What does this mean for Shadow Bonnie? In FNAF 2, I believe Shadow Bonnie represents what indirectly caused the creation of Shadow Freddy. Shadow Bonnie represents Purple Guy. This also means that in FNAF 3, we see Shadow Bonnie spawn on stage 01. Due to this being where Purple Guy killed the green shirt kid, this is the root of where both shadow entities came to exist. And if I'm allowed to use only one piece of evidence past FNAF 3, then I choose this. Remember the 3 windows we see in Mangle's quest? The one window separated from the others?
Hide in the fearful reflection of what you have created.
A reflection in the window, just like Shadow Freddy is a reflection, opposite of Shadow Bonnie. If you've made it this far, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you keep watching. If you think I'm on to something, then like and subscribe. Comment down below and let me know your ideas. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.